Hi, it's Defy, and this is my third video journal, and I'm going to talk about my diet today as I promised. But first, before I get to that, I have to tell you that I got my new scale today, which is so exciting, and it's a Tanita scale, and it's wonderful and it's accurate. I moved it all around and I kept getting the same reading, and that reading is 257.2. So I am down almost a pound since my last video. I'm really happy to be solidly in the 250s, which I can't believe I'm saying that. It's sad in a way, but you know, coming from 280 to be in the 250s is really nice. And so diet. I'm going to talk about my actual diet. Basically what I'm doing, and I talked about this in the last videos, I am combining all of the best things that I have learned from all the diets I've been on. So it's just, it's low carb, it's low calorie, it's frequent meals, and it's and I think that's about it. So typically I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is I take a couple of tablespoons of cod liver oil, which I know sounds disgusting probably to some of you, but it's something that I know it has many health benefits, and one of the health benefits is that it helps to speed up your metabolism. And so I take that first thing in the morning, and then that's followed immediately by me eating some raw vegetable, raw cruciferous vegetables. And both of those things, taking cod liver oil and also eating raw cruciferous vegetables throughout the day, I got both of those ideas from a guy by the name of Tadlock, and he has a channel here on YouTube, and I'll put a link below if you're interested in checking him out. Now, there's only two raw cruciferous vegetables that I really like a lot, and those are cabbage, regular green cabbage, and arugula. I like all the other cruciferous vegetables cooked, but as far as the raw goes, cabbage and arugula are the only two that I can enjoy. And I think of those things less like eating and more like taking supplements. And then that's usually followed by either, if I have a lot of time, I cook my breakfast, like I actually make something. Or if I don't have time, if I just don't, sometimes when you wake up in the morning you don't really feel like eating. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but I do. Sometimes I just don't want to eat a meal. So if that's how I feel, or if I'm in a rush, then I have a protein shake. I'm not going to tell you about the brand of protein shake that I use because that's in flux right now. I was using one, and then I found out that it has aspartame in it, and I'm not a big fan of aspartame, as you know. So then I tried a different one that just actually came today that doesn't have aspartame. It's sweetened with stevia and whey low, which is my sugar, or not whey low, but whey sugar, which I like, but it tastes awful. And the one that's made with aspartame is absolutely delicious, and it only has 100 calories, well, 130 calories, the way I make it. And so I'm trying to figure out whether I should just have the aspartame or try to get used to this new one, which is not good at all. But anyway, I digress. So I either have that protein shake or I have a bar. And when I have a bar, I usually eat an Atkins bar, which I get from Trader Joe's. Or you can buy them online. And I have the chocolate oatmeal, I think, or chocolate granola bar. I think it's chocolate chip granola bar. It's really, really good. And it's only 200 calories. So I prefer the protein shake because it's lower in calories. I can have more of them throughout the day, which is nice. But if I want to. So I either do that. If I make breakfast, then I make the following breakfast wraps. Mission low carb tortillas come in 2 sizes, or maybe 3, but they come in a small size, like a small taco size, and they come in a larger, like a medium size. I like to buy the small taco size ones, and I like to buy the whole wheat ones because they're only 80 calories. And so I would normally take 2 of those, and I'll cook 4 slices of turkey bacon, or 2 of my Trader Joe's chicken sausages, and I make 1 egg, and I sort of pan fry it. And I'm really getting into recipes, which you probably don't want to hear about, but so I won't really get into the details. But anyway, I split the egg between 2 tortillas, and then I might put a little bit of cheese on there, just a little bit. I mean, for instance, if I'm using like a piece of American cheese, I use deluxe American cheese, I'll take 1/3 of a slice and split that 1/3 of a slice between 2 breakfast wraps. So there's like little dots of cheese. It's more like, I think of it as a seasoning, like sprinkling on a seasoning, than just like putting a slice of cheese. And those wraps, either with the turkey bacon or especially with that Trader Joe's chicken sausage, they taste just as good as like an egg McMuffin or a sausage McMuffin from McDonald's. And that's really what I'm trying to emulate, but do my own healthy version of it. So I typically have that for breakfast, and 2 of those wraps with the small whole wheat low carb tortillas and the 1 egg and the cheese and everything, and is 350 calories. So I have that, and then throughout the day, like every 2 to 3 hours, I'm eating a handful of raw cruciferous vegetables, whether it's cabbage or a small salad made with arugula, and I might put other things in it. I also like to eat other raw vegetables throughout the day, especially or specifically raw red pepper and raw cucumber. Those are just the things I like. I just eat what I like. I'm not trying to, I know you're supposed to get a wide variety of everything, but these are the things I really enjoy eating, so I just eat those things and pray that that's enough to keep me healthy. So after breakfast, I have my lunch, which is typically a salad, and I make my own balsamic vinaigrette, which is awesome. And if you guys want the recipe, let me know. Well, I'm going to make a video about my healthy recipes later on, with links to them, but I'll talk about that later. So just suffice it to say that I make this healthy balsamic vinaigrette, and I have a salad, and it usually has walnuts and lots of romaine lettuce and some Parmesan cheese and maybe some tomatoes. So that's for lunch. And then dinner, I usually have a regular dinner because I do live with someone else, and I cook for this person. This is my partner, and he's really, really active. He's an athlete, really tall, really thin, nothing like me physically. And you know, because he's an athlete and because he's always running and you know, always in the water and just doing all kinds of things, he's a very active person. You know, when he gets home from work, he's really hungry. He works outdoors, so when he gets home, he's really, really hungry. And I usually make him something really, you know, sort of hearty, I guess is the word for dinner, but healthy. And so I usually have that for dinner, but I have a much smaller portion than he has. I try to stick to that diet 80% of the time. But you know, I go out on weekends. I'm a very social person. I like to have my glass of wine occasionally, or 2 glasses of wine, or 3, if I'm being honest. And but I try to limit that. And I'll talk about alcohol specifically in another video. I want to do a video about what I call being a pleasure addict, which is what I am. So in that video, I'm going to talk about, you know, alcohol and and just, you know, the emotional side of eating and all of these other kind of things that have to do with the pleasure-based side of life and how that can get you into trouble. So, but that's it. I just also wanted to say that I don't really believe in counting calories. I know I just talked about calories forever, but I just want to make it clear to you that the only reason I'm counting calories is because I had never done it before, and when I started realizing, I just started writing down what I was eating, and I realized that I was eating upwards of 3,500, 4,000 calories a day, and I didn't even realize it. I was like maybe 5,000 calories a day, and not even really eating a lot, but just eating, you know, regular food. But calories are, you know, no matter what people say, you know, if you're eating an excess of calories, you are going to gain weight. However, I don't believe that a calorie is a calorie. A calorie is not a calorie. You know, you can eat 300 calories worth of vegetables and 300 calories worth of, I don't know, ice cream, and you're going to get a different result. So your body's going to handle that differently. I think that's just common sense. I think you probably know that. So I'm only counting calories more just to kind of keep myself in check, which is why I was talking about calorie confusion earlier. My goal is 1,200 calories, but I don't hit that on, you know, every day, and I maybe hit that like 3 days out of the week, and I do that on the days when I don't really exercise really hard. But when I'm exercising really hard, then I know that you can't calorie restrict and lose weight. That's just not going to work. It does not work. It does not work. I still struggle with that now. I still have that mindset where I'm thinking like, oh, if I eat less, then I'm really going to lose weight. But that does not work. Your body goes into starvation mode. It freaks out, and so you have to feed your body good things. So I'm not really restricting calories as much as I'm monitoring calories and just trying to go for a range. For instance, last night I had, I think I had 1,900 calories yesterday, but I walked for 4 miles yesterday, so that's why I had 1,900 calories. And they were all good calories. I mean, it was all wonderful food, nothing bad, like honeydew and, you know, chicken and yams and all kinds of stuff. But you know, it was a high calorie day, but I actually lost weight. So, well, I think I did. Today's the first day with the new scale, like I said, so I'll really be able to see what my diet's doing in the next few days. So I hope that's clear. It probably isn't, but I just wanted to make a video today because I said I would. And oh, and one other thing. I was all set up yesterday to actually take a shot of my body for you guys, which I can't believe I'm even going to do that, but I know that, you know, when I was out there trolling the weight loss videos, the people who actually showed me their bodies, I really appreciated that. So I'm going to start doing that, and I was just getting ready to do that. I had everything set up, and my partner came home, and I was wearing this crazy, like, my workout suit, my workout / compression suit, and I just didn't want him to see me like that. I mean, he knows what I look like, obviously, but I had like lights on, and I don't know, I just wasn't, he surprised me by coming home at that moment, so I didn't take my body shot, but I am going to start taking shots of my body and putting them up for you so you can see what I look like, and you can actually see what my progress is. So look for those in upcoming video. My next video is going to be about exercise, so I think that'd be a perfect time to show you what I look like. So you all have a magical day, and I will see you soon.